Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another tier list. I'm here with my boy Nick. As you can see, we already put all the pretty much shit units in one tier. Uh, yeah, most of these units are either tradable or like tournament units or something like that. There's some banner units on here, like the ones at the bottom, pretty much. But yeah, we're just gonna start. These are the tiers. We're gonna have a top 10: meta ground, meta hybrid, meta support, good hybrid, good ground, good support. All right, Nick. Well, Eisen, I think he's just good ground now. I don't
Yeah,
think
he's
he's
not
hybrid.
anything special anymore.
Yeah,
But like he's probably still decent for like older infinites, but nothing like anything newer.
yeah. I think Dio over having meta support. I don't know if he's still top 10. We'll see.
Uh I think his lack of damage kind of puts him out of it,
Yeah,
but
just so
his
many units
ability's
now
really
do
high.
so much damage. Metal Knight, I mean, I
Middle
think
Knight.
is still meta hybrid. They're releasing a lot of units to try to push him out, but
Yeah,
he's
they're finally pushing him out.
yeah, but he's still up there.
Yeah.
Itachi, I think is just
He's
a good ground.
he's good support. They're not
Yeah,
support, but good ground because of his burn.
yeah, I could see the support just for the burn, but
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
think unless you have unique, he's not really anything special.
Sasuke heavy.
I don't even know what he does.
He's stunned, so I guess put him in good support, but he's not good. He's not
Yeah.
that good. I mean, he's decent. Genos,
Genos, he's just bad.
you think he's unviable?
I maybe not unviable because he can be used for story, but like
Yeah, maybe good air
not much
hybrid, but he's
else.
gonna be towards the bottom.
Is he hybrid unevolved or only evolved?
I don't know, but I know he is hybrid.
Okay.
Nami, I think.
She's probably on the meta support list
Yeah, I agree. I'd count
because
her as support. I
because
need to
she's
add another
hybrid off
tier.
placement and she earns money, which is just so good.
Some must-have units. Just for the three we always have in there. It's
I
unfair
mean,
to
it's
put them
not
in top
like
10.
yeah, it's not like a big deal if you don't have Nami. She's just like
Yeah.
really good help if it's like an Aqua tournament or something.
Oh yeah, she's really good. Tatsumaki, I don't think she. I mean,
She's still meta for infinites.
but is
I'm
she
not
gonna
sure
be
for
with
much
Pain?
else. I think she might be because her cooldown's way better.
Yeah, we could put her there. I mean, I think that's fair. Just for now, because we don't know. Lord Boros, honestly, he still does decent damage. Like, I know he's just gonna be a trade piece, but he's honestly a pretty good hybrid. But
Yeah,
I mean, we could just leave him there. But realistically, you're not gonna use Lord Boros. You're just gonna trade him. So he really
on
should
them
be
all.
unviable. But yeah, if you want to use him, he can be used. Lelouch, I
Like
think, is just a good support.
he's still quite good for infinites, but
Yeah, but
once again, nothing else.
there's just a lot better. Like Tatsumaki, I feel like you can bring into other stuff. Although I'd probably bring
Hmm.
Pain just because of his damage. You can still bring her. Lelouch is pretty much a no. Kisuke, we think still meta
He's
support.
I think he is very much.
I think he is. Well, put him above Tatsumaki.
His damage may be horrible, but his ability's just so good.
Yeah, he boosts everything. I think he boosts. I know he boosts range and cooldown for sure, but I
Yeah,
think he does damage as well.
by a decent amount too.
Yeah, very good support. Yamamoto, I left him on here because he's still usable, but I kind of want to put
Uh,
him unviable.
I don't think he's in unviable, honestly.
Yeah, I don't. Is he hybrid or just full AOE?
I think I'm not sure if he's hybrid or not,
We could just
but I know
leave him
damage
go.
wise, he can be kind of comparable to Escanor.
Yeah, I just
So well, I think we should leave him good ground for now.
yeah, I think that's fair. You know, uh, I think it's
He's pretty
probably
bad.
yeah, I think unviable honestly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yami, I mean he has true damage. Do you know if he's hybrid?
I don't think he is.
We just put him good ground. I mean he's true damage, so that would help. I'm sure he's good for story, but that's about it. Um,
A lot of these units are kind of awkward to rank because they're just like you're never gonna use them if
yeah.
you have anything better.
Sukuna is becoming unviable, but I'm still gonna put him good support because there's so many other units that bleed now, but he does still bleed. So like,
His bleed's not even like the best part about him; it's his ability.
yeah,
He, Like he's one of the only units that makes it so your other units hit harder.
Yeah, he's just becoming more and more out of meta, I suppose. Poochie is still meta
Definitely.
support. I'd
Yeah.
probably put him up there. It's close between him and Dio, honestly. If you don't know what Poochie does, his ability cuts your cooldown in half for a couple seconds, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, it's like a 10-second ability, I think.
Yeah. Perona also becoming unviable. I'm just going to put her good support. She still slows. But, I mean, all the slows they're adding, like, right, you're never taking her over Jiraiya. Like, come on.
Oh yeah.
Power,
Power.
although
I
Power's
think
been
she's still
replaced, I
meta.
think she's still meta as well. I'd probably put her above Tatsumaki.
I mean,
Just,
like, don't get me wrong. If you can, definitely get Shalta instead of trading for it for
yeah,
power, but like, power's still quite good. They're pretty much even.
yeah. I just, yeah, they pretty much are. I don't know if that, honestly, I think because of tournaments, I'd probably put her above Kisuke just because I feel like she has more use.
Yeah, I feel like power's more used, just
Yeah.
more common.
Shanks leaderboard support unit. Let's go on the bottom of good
Ironic.
support. Because he
That's so
is
funny.
a leaderboard unit, but he is so trash. So he's definitely going to the bottom of that. Megami,
Don't use him outside a leaderboard.
yeah,
Megumi's
also
good
good
support,
support.
probably on the verge of unviable.
He pretty much is, honestly. All he does is give 30% buff. Like, when are you using that? I kind of am tempted to put him in unviable.
I'm not sure if he's quite there yet. I think if they just do like
Yeah.
another good support, they might.
Katakuri,
Katakuri, he's a
again,
good slow.
he is
Yeah,
a good slow,
he's
but
up there.
I don't know if he's meta anymore just because of them adding
Oh yeah,
Jiraiya.
he's
It's just,
definitely not meta,
but I'd put him
but
at the
he's
top of
like
good
right
support.
outside of it
Yeah, because he
as far as
is,
slows go.
because now there's three tier one slows and he's in tier two. So
Yeah,
I think just the fact that there's three tier one slows you can get and two of them are summonable right now, that he just has to go down there. Killua, I put on here. His cooldown's really short. I thought I'd put him good ground for like story.
yeah,
You
probably
know,
is fine for story. I
yeah,
can't see much else though.
yeah, nothing else.
Shotaro, I would put
Put,
him.
I'd put him like there.
Yeah,
I mean,
his ability is good. It's just kind of random activation though.
no, the mythic one you can control.
Oh, I'm
The
thinking of the other
Yeah,
one.
the epic one is just random. You can control, but it's not that good.
Yeah,
Julius, I
Julius.
don't think is meta
He's
support.
definitely fallen out of meta with the addition of Kira.
Yeah, I'd
Kira's
probably
just a better version.
actually I'd put him above Lelouch. I think it's fair. I mean, you could still bring Julius for like leaderboards, but I don't know. I would not.
Kira
I
just
would just
does
bring
better.
Kira. Yeah, Ichi Dusk. I just have him on here because he's very good for story. I know
Mm.
for a fact because I that was like the first mythic I evolved. So good for story, becomes hybrid. His cooldown is very very quick, so that's what makes him so good. So yeah,
He is aligned though, which kind of sucks.
yeah. Gojo,
Gojo, definitely. I think still meta.
I think so too. I'd probably put him there.
I think that's pretty agreeable
Yeah,
because his stun is really good. His ability is great, and then he does decent damage. You can evolve him a bunch.
yeah. Too bad it's impossible to evolve him, and they did not reduce his cost. Crush is sadly pretty decent support. I'd honestly
I
probably
don't
take
think I'd
him.
put him that high.
You don't think? I mean, but I would take him over all those units. Now, is
The
he
only
probably as
good
useful?
part
But no.
The only good part of him is his evolved ability of shield break.
Yeah, that's the only
But
good thing
like
about him.
it's so tedious to evolve him.
That's
A lot
true.
of the time it's not even worth.
Yeah, it's really not. Aaron, I mean,
He's good for
honestly,
old leaderboards. Nothing else.
I think he's kind of unviable because could you even bring him on the new leaderboards? Like, I don't think so.
I doubt it.
I'm gonna
He's
put him
too
there.
expensive and he's too like not worth it.
Yeah, he's not strong enough anymore. Denji, I don't know why I left him on here. He's unviable. Just put him somewhere up there with the tradable units. Cell,
So
I think is a good hybrid because you can just farm unique on him. So, I
Yeah.
mean, if you want to grind, you could get unique cell, but it's just not that good. So, up to you, but you could do that.
Up to you.
All force, I mean,
He's low tier support, I guess.
yeah,
Nothing really special about him.
he just pushes
He just
back.
has, yeah,
That's it. Brook, I'm gonna put next to Megami. He does the same thing.
roller.
He does. He also just does 30% magic. So like, I don't think he's worth it.
I
He
think he's
he
still pretty good.
he's more of a trade piece in my opinion.
I mean, he definitely is a trade piece.
I don't know. I could maybe
But
put him above all force.
hang on. I mean, I want to check what his ability does specifically.
We can look at it.
Does anything tell me? That'd be great.
So Brook buffing both
Hmm.
physical and magic damage. Okay, so that is pretty decent. I thought he was the same as Megami. I guess not.
No, he's a little bit. Yeah, he's kind of similar to Oshi.
I could move him above Sasuke.
He's all right.
He's just
Yeah,
yeah,
I think he's still in the good category, just a little higher.
yeah. Bon, I mean, I think the same
Mm,
thing as Sukuna, honestly, but a little worse.
he's definitely not good.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
King, um,
King, I think he's still in the meta hybrid cat. Like
he,
he's a good hill. Worse than Metal Knight.
I don't know though, because isn't he physical or is he magic?
Uh
Because they just
I think
released
he's
They just released
magic.
Conan and Hinami. Like I think he just might be top a good air hybrid. Like if you don't have a good hybrid
Yeah.
in this update, just go play the Halloween event. Just match make it. Go join people until you get Hinami. She's so good. Or just pull Conan. They've released so
He
many good
is
flyers.
magic.
Yeah, I still think he's gonna be there just because like Narborough and Harabell and stuff like I
Yeah.
think they kick him out, but he's still very viable, especially for story mode. But that's about it,
There's
honestly.
just not a lot of good hill units, honestly.
Yeah, Meliodas, honestly,
Meliodas,
they can't knock this man off. I think he's still meta ground.
I think he is
He
too.
does
He's
a
really
ton of
underutilized
damage.
though.
I know. Oh, he's so old. People think that he's bad, but he's still good, man. He's just stayed the same the whole time. Diane, I think she's just a good ground. I'd probably put her above Yami.
Yeah, I think that's fair. She doesn't really do a lot of damage. I think she stuns though.
Oh, does she?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100%, but I think she does.
Huh. Well, doesn't really matter. Amelia,
Meta.
meta support. One of the tier one slows. She is super hard to get for trading, but I have a feeling her value is going to go down. So, if you really want
Kind of
Amelia, not the
banking on
other
it.
two, then I'd just wait a bit to trade for her. Diavolo is still a good support just for leaderboard
Still
runs.
pretty meta for leaderboards.
Yep, that's it though. So you just going bottom of good support.
Yeah. Escanor,
Escanor,
definitely hybrid meta. I
yeah,
don't know about top 10 anymore.
I don't know either. We'll have to restructure that for sure because there's only some units for sure that are top 10. But yeah, Escanor over
Mhm.
Metal Knight, I think too for sure. And don't let the people fool you saying like, oh, you have to have unique on him to make him good. Like it's just not true. Like I have Celestial on mine, and yeah, you can only get one up, but that's still like 230k in a story mode. Like that's still good. So
Unique's not really necessary for anything. Well,
yeah, but like
or
Ainz.
yeah,
I mean, I still use them without unique, but that's the only trait you really want on Ainz.
like you don't really need unique unless you're going for like some form of leaderboard,
Yeah,
like infinite or infinity castle tournaments. Those are
exactly.
really everything else. You don't really need it
Yeah, and Escanor's still really good for everything else. Like I said, mine max is at 230k in a 15 wave mode, so that's still really good, even though he's not getting the full buff. So,
unless you're doing stain rate. That shit's hard as fuck for no
oh
reason.
yeah, that is. I don't know why there's another Escanor. Just gonna put him there.
That one is unviable.
Yeah, Marilyn,
Merlin,
she
her
does.
ability's good,
Yeah,
but that's about it.
Yeah, she's more of a trade piece. I'll probably put her there. Nothing
A
crazy,
lot of
nothing
these
special.
like tradable units though, these unobtainables, most of them aren't really worth getting regardless
Yeah. Why is there three Escanors? Okay.
because there's three Evas.
Frieza, I think he's also out of good hill hybrid. Would you put him over King?
I would definitely
I
put him
think
over
so.
King. King's just really good because he has like 50 range.
Yeah. And
Frieza
Frieza has
actually
no
does good
range.
damage.
Yeah. Vegeta, I think he's just a good
He's
hybrid.
mid.
I'd probably put him there. He's just okay. Nothing
I
crazy.
think,
He is
yeah,
probably the definition of mid.
I think most people won't even bother evolving him. They'll just use him like if they did him as a first mythic, kind
Yeah.
of like what I did.
Yeah. Hawks, I think, is still a good air hybrid. I'd probably put him above King. I think he does slightly more damage and also heals, I believe.
Hmm,
So I would just put him there, honestly.
interesting.
Shigaraki,
Shigaraki,
I think,
I
is
think
a
he's
meta
meta
ground.
ground.
Yeah, he is. For
You might
sure.
even be able to consider him a support.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that say he's better than Sid. Don't think that's true, but, you know. Deku, he still does
Good
good
ground, I
damage.
guess.
Yeah, I'd probably put him there. Bakugo,
Also, probably good ground.
yeah, but he's worse.
That's fair.
So I'd put him there.
Akana, I
She,
think is unviable.
she does,
I don't
yeah,
think she's that good.
more of a trade piece. Endeavor, I honestly think
Still
with the
really
new,
good burn.
yeah, he does do a lot of damage. He might still be meta ground, but I want to put him towards the bottom. They've released so many burn units.
Yeah, they kind of have been doing a lot of them.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for him to shine anymore. If you get him, I wouldn't complain though. He's still really good. Does a
Yeah,
lot of damage.
I think we leave them meta support for now, and if there's too many burns, we move them down.
Yeah. Unohana, I think,
Unohana,
is still she's unviable, but I just
she
want to
was
leave it.
good for her time, just not
Yeah.
anymore.
Kuniko, no.
Chuniko, nah. Rias,
Rias,
probably not.
yeah. Daki,
Taki, she's pretty good. What is she
I think,
support?
yeah, I
No.
think she'd be good. Good support. Probably like right there. Because don't get me wrong, she is really good for her bleed and stuff. But now, like, you have like Guts, Stain, all those other units. It's like, why would I bring her? You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's no
Hidan.
point to bring. Yeah, exactly. Even like one you could get for free right now, Hidan. Like, yeah, she's just gonna go good support. If you have her, yeah, you could use her. She's not bad, but I wouldn't say she's good. Gyutaru, I think, is just good ground behind Deku. If you don't have a bleed, useless. If you have a bleed, it actually does pretty good damage, honestly.
The 6X goes hard.
It does. It's 6 times damage every time he attacks, so it's pretty good.
Tengen
Tengen,
might still be in the meta hybrid, honestly.
I think so too. He's definitely like falling out, but I think he gets too much hate. He's still really good.
His crit's really good too.
Yeah, he crits, and his cooldown's pretty low compared to most full AoE units, so I think he goes
Yeah.
up there. Oshi, I
Oshi,
would put in must
meta
have.
support.
I honestly think she's a must have because, like, at some point, like, don't get her right away, but at some point, you kind of need Oshi, you know?
Yeah, she's really good for story, really good for like Infinity
Yeah,
Castle,
she's good for everything. So, like, if you're
even
new
raids.
at the game, I wouldn't try to get her. Like, get some of these, like, a top 10 unit or these meta ground hybrid units. But then once you have a solid team, then I try to get Oshi because she is really, really important. Law, I think, is still top 10.
I think he's even a must-have.
Yeah, I'd argue must have, actually. Save some room for more people in the top 10 because he's not going to fall out for a long time. So must have, I
Yeah,
think, is
because like
fair.
I know for one of the tournaments a while back, if you didn't have Law, like you could match at like 3 billion damage, but if you had a Law, you could get like 4 or 5.
Yeah, Law
Like it
is
was crazy.
he is useful in every single game mode in this. I mean, everything. Leaderboard runs on anything. Infinity Castle, story, infinites, tournaments, portals. Law is good everywhere, so he's a must-have. Honestly,
Yeah, Shambles is just such a good
it's
ability.
very, very good. Usopp, another must-have. Uh, him
I
or
would argue
Law?
just put him in top 10. I don't think
Usopp.
he's fallen out. Yeah.
I think he's a
He's
must-have though. I feel like you have to have Usopp. You know, like
especially for like Infinity Castle.
he's kind of the same as Law, so I don't know which one to put above the other. Would they're about even, honestly.
Mm,
Those two are so good. Again, Usopp is he's used for everything but infinite leaderboard runs. So
pretty much, honestly. I mean,
yeah,
there's certain tournaments he won't.
yeah.
A lot of them he is.
I mean, but honestly, if you're a new player and just bring Usopp into a tournament, you'll do decent. Like you won't be top 50, but you'll get more damage than you would if you brought anything else. I think that's fair. Definitely these two, Usopp and Law, definitely are a top 10 unit, but I think it's unfair to put them there because they're units that, don't get me wrong, do damage, but they have special things about them that make them top 10. So it's
Yeah.
they will not fall off top 10 for months. So it's kind of hard to put them top 10 because it's unfair, I feel like, to the other units.
The only way they fall off top 10 is they release another unit that does like similar to the exact same thing.
Yeah, with way more damage.
Yeah.
Um, Luffy, I think, is
I
meta
think he's meta
hybrid,
hybrid.
but I think
He's
he's towards
definitely
the
on the low
bottom.
end.
Yeah, he's not bad, but him being a single hit when he's hybrid is just bad. Fujitora, I'd put
Fuji,
meta hybrid.
I think he's above Metal Knight.
I think so as well. Just his multi hit, like, cause I bring Fuji more. Cause when I bring both of these, I don't upgrade either of them. I just bring Fuji to get rid of shields. So I think he's more useful for me. Then we go to Sabo. I think it's just a good ground. Honestly,
Yeah,
probably
he
put him
used to be
there.
good burn, but not
Yeah,
really anymore.
yeah, not really anything crazy. Dofi,
Sophie,
I think
I
still
think
meta ground.
he's yeah, I think I agree. His damage is just really high. His DPS is really high.
Yeah, he's just really hard to trade for, and he is more of a trade piece, although still very usable.
He's like, yeah, he's a trade piece, but like if you have him, you can definitely use him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sayako,
Sayako, she was definitely good ground. Like she
yeah,
does good. She did good damage. She was good overall.
she used to
All
be meta, but I just think now with like
It's just too
nobody,
many good ones.
yeah, nobody really trading them anymore. They're really hard to get. Now the only one you ever see being traded is really Homura.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
they're kind of
A
hard to
lot of
get.
these I wouldn't recommend,
Yeah,
anyways.
and I think it's fair to put her in good just because you don't want to trade for that anyway, really. I mean, Homura, top 10. I don't think she's going to be a must have because I think she will be replaced soon, honestly.
I feel like it will be
Her
too.
value is shooting up so high, and that's what they did with Power and, what's her name? Amelia. Their value started shooting up, so they released new units for them. So I think she's going to get replaced soon, is my guess. Probably for the Christmas update, she will be replaced. But she's still a top 10 unit. The reason
Yeah,
why she's not must have is only because she's tradable. Because
like
she
a lot of
is really hard to trade for.
yeah, she definitely is.
One of the most valuable units in the game. So if you don't have
Like if
her,
you don't
good luck.
have them, not even good luck. Like if you don't have her, I probably wouldn't even recommend trading her
I wouldn't either because
because
I really do think they're going to release a new one.
I'm firm belief she's gonna get replaced really soon, and
Yeah.
then as well as you don't really need her that much.
Yeah.
Like for tournaments and infinites, yeah, definitely,
Yeah. Don't
but
get me.
not much out of that.
She's still a top 10 unit right now. So if you have her, for sure you are, sitting good. But I think she's going to get replaced. So
Yeah,
not
like
must
you
have.
don't have to get the tradables.
Madoka, I'd say just good hill hybrid behind Frieza. I mean, same thing as
I
Sayako,
would argue
honestly.
she's above Frieza.
That's fair. I mean,
Her AoE was really good. She attacked pretty fast.
yeah. It's just the Madoka units, other than Homer, are just kind of irrelevant. So if you don't have them, you're going to have a tough time getting your hands on them. Kyoka does a lot of damage. I'd put her there. Mommy,
Good hybrid,
yeah,
probably.
I'd say above Madoka, honestly.
I think that's not bad.
You could
That's fair.
argue she's still meta, especially because people do still trade Mommy. But I don't know.
Yeah,
She's kind of
she's
fallen out
just
compared to all the new units.
she's falling really hard too.
Charmy, I just put in good
Charmy,
support.
yeah, same as Katakuri.
Yeah. Heathcliff, I still think is meta ground. Nobody
I
uses
think
him,
he is
but he
too.
does like 280k, bro. Like
He does a lot.
he does a ton of damage. Like I have him on my alt. He does so much damage. So underrated. Leafy meta support. Honestly, just gonna put her there. Honestly, I kind of want to put her must have because it's not like you
Uh,
must have Leafy, but she's a Wendy replacement slash Wendy's her replacement. So either one I think is must have. But you
yeah.
must have one of them. So I think I'm just gonna leave her there. Wendy's definitely easier to get, but if you have Leafy, then that's the same thing. So you're good.
Leafy's just Wendy with some extra damage.
Yeah. Clay does a ton of damage as well. Do we want to put him meta ground? Maybe behind Meliodas?
Uh, I think behind Meliodas is fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how if he'll probably drop out of it next update though.
Yeah, I honestly don't know anybody that uses Clay, so I think it's fair to leave him there. Roshi, I honestly think is good ground, like behind Diane.
Interesting.
He does a lot of damage, but
Does he?
yeah, he does like 280k or
Ah,
230k. I think it is 230k. But yeah, mid. Stain, we still think top 10
I do still think.
because with Heat On coming
I'm
out,
I'm putting him top 10 over Hidan
yeah, I agree. But Heat On
just
might
because of the
make it.
stun.
Heat On might make it himself. So
Hidan might. Just like Hidan and Stain are quite like equal to each other. It's just
yeah,
Stain's stun, I think, makes them better.
yeah, I agree. I think Kirito's ahead of Heathcliff just because Kirito's better for tournaments. Like,
Mm,
so they do similar damage, and Kirito's a 4 placement.
that's
Kirito
pretty
does like
fair.
30k less, but you could place him more. He's just better for tournaments, so I think
Yeah,
one
he's
slot
just a
above him is
little
fair.
better.
Asano, she's
No,
still meta ground.
is she?
I don't know.
I think I'd put her good ground.
I think so too. Maybe top of good ground. It's fair. A lot of these units as well, like the Sword Art units and the Madoka units, have not been used in forever. So it's kind of hard to rank them. Like we could pull up all the stats, but we'd be here for like an hour.
I think the sword art units are pretty good. They just fell off like immediately.
Yeah, I think Guts is top 10. Um,
He is definitely top 10 for now.
I don't know if behind or above Homura.
I'd say above just because she's unobtainable right now,
That's
and
true.
you're pretty much not gonna get her.
Yeah, I can't believe Tucker got unique Guts. Skull Knight is still meta ground. I
Yeah, he
think
definitely
I'd put him
is.
behind Dofi because no, he's a 3 hit. He's more of a trade piece now as well. Same with Dofi, but he does a ton of damage. So if you have Skull Knight, use him. You know he's
He's
good.
got big range too.
Sengoku has got to be the only unit that has came out and was not meta right away. Like he was not
Definitely.
meta.
Yeah, dude,
Even
he's so
even Gas
slow.
is meta, like barely, but even Gas is meta in my opinion. But I'd leave him there. He still does more damage than all these units, but his
His
cooldown is
cooldown is just
terrible.
so bad.
Griffith
Top
is
10.
top 10. I don't know if he's a must have anymore just because of
I
how
don't think
expensive
he
he
is
is.
because of his change. Yeah,
Yeah, he got nerfed really hard if you didn't know. It now costs 100k to get the buff up rather than 30k. But he's still a top 10 unit. He just isn't a must have anymore. Issei, is Issei hybrid?
Uh, I'm not sure. I'll check though.
All right. Because I think is Issei still meta or do you think he's just good?
If he's hybrid, he might be meta.
Yeah, but if
So
not,
like on the low end.
yeah.
Uh, I'm not seeing anything that says he is.
All right, he'll just go in good ground then. Honestly, put him behind Sayako. I think that's fair. Oh, this is Buff Griffith. Well, we're just gonna count one Griffith. It's one unit, you know. All right,
Yeah.
here are two more must-haves. Wendy, same thing as Leafy, and Orwin, who does not have a replacement, so you're gonna need those just for
Oh yeah.
buffs. Gabby Maru, I think, is good ground. You know,
He's
just
good.
good for new
He's good
players.
ground, decent damage, and he has good burn.
Yeah, and they made a Mangekyo eye you can get for him, which is kind of pointless. Do you think Chad is good ground or unviable?
I would put him on the unviable side.
I agree.
I don't think he's good at all.
Kisame
Kizame,
fall out of
he's good ground,
he
I
fell out of
guess.
meta really quick, but he's really good for story mode. I'd probably put him behind Issei.
I think that's kind of fair to do.
He is very good for story mode, but that's probably it. Harebell,
His cosmetics cool.
Meta Hybrid, above or below Metal Knight?
Um, I'm gonna put her above, just because she's fourth place.
I think it's really close. Yeah, but I agree. Roger,
Roger,
Meta.
he's
Oh, we call him
meta.
support.
Uh,
He does do a lot of
don't
damage.
know.
I
He
don't know.
does a lot of damage, but he also stuns.
Yeah. I think we just put him
Uh,
ground.
I think we do too.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Poseidon. My Poseidon's
He's,
top 10, but I don't know. For now, I think we put him meta hybrid, and then we
I
can
think
shape
that's
out the
all
rest
right
of
to
our
do.
top 10. He still is really good, but he's harder to get now because he's a trade piece. Avdol, I think if Endeavor's still meta ground, I think he's still meta ground.
I don't think Abdal's good for his burn though.
But he does a lot of damage.
I don't think he's that good though.
I don't know if his burn does a lot, though. That's the problem.
I think he's high good ground.
That's fair, honestly. I don't bring Avdol anymore. I'd probably put him
Like
at the top, though.
I feel like there's just not a lot of reason to use Abdal.
Yeah, especially with all the new units. He definitely got pushed out. Evil Eye, this hybrid, but
He's
Ein,
all right, I
Ein
guess.
sacrifice.
Fine sacrifice.
All it is. Isagi is unviable.
Isagi. Yeah,
Tournament.
most tournament units are.
Minato. Smoker's actually a good. Isn't he a
Stoker,
hybrid?
he might be.
I don't remember.
I didn't really use him.
Just gonna pretend he's hybrid, but he does decent damage for like new players. I'd probably put him there. It's like if you have him and you're new, he's pretty good. He's easy to evolve. Ein's still top 10. I'd probably
Heinz is like easy top 10.
yeah. He might be number one with Griffith's nerf.
Yeah.
Demiurge, I honestly think is meta hybrid. Like people don't use him because there is better options, but he's still. I'd probably
And he
put him above
burns.
Luffy. Yeah, he's still really
I
good.
think that's all right to do.
He's very underrated unit.
Yeah,
Kenshi, leaderboard
he's
unit.
definitely like on the verge of not being meta though.
Yeah, another underrated unit I'd say is Albedo, full AOE.
I don't think she's that good,
You don't think
personally.
so? She.
No, I think her range just like
Oh
makes her not
yeah.
nearly as good as she could be.
Yeah. What would you? I don't think you'd ever bring her, honestly.
She has like 25 range, dude. Like her
Yeah,
range is so bad.
I'd put her top of good ground.
I think that's all right to do.
Shalta is meta
She's top
support.
10 even.
Yeah, she is
She's
probably top 10. I
it
think we'd leave her there
depends.
for now, but
Yeah,
we can move her up.
if you're bringing a bleed unit, she's probably top 10 for you. If
Yeah,
not, then no.
Narbara is still
Arbora, meta hybrid.
meta hybrid. I still think she's worse than Metal Knight. I guess she does more DPS, but she's only
I
single
think
hit.
she is too.
I just don't like single hit units, especially if I need a hill unit and it's only doing single hit. Like, what if there's shields? Like, I'm screwed, you know? If I don't have another hybrid, I'm screwed if I bring her.
Yeah.
Um, Conrad, I
Conrad,
think is a good
he's
hybrid.
really good
Yeah,
for battle pass.
I
I would even put him above the Hawk.
yeah, that's fair. Honestly, he is on. He did a lot of damage in the battle pass he came out in.
I think he's single hit though, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, Koichi,
Koichi,
meta
meta
support.
support.
I'd put him above Amelia, honestly.
I'd say if you're doing like a long thing, then yeah, because he does
Yeah,
do a better solo
he
at like
also
near the
hits.
end.
He also hits airs, so
That too.
he's really good. Kira,
Kira,
I think top 10 still.
I think he is
I
too.
think above Stain, just because Stain has a replacement, Kira really doesn't. So
Kira's replacement is Julius, and Julius is far worse.
yeah, Rohan.
He's kind of just a trade piece.
Honestly, like I'd put him good
He's not,
support.
yeah, he's not unviable, but his support is just really random and kind of hard to work with.
Yeah. He's a really cool cosmetic though.
Yeah,
Josuke, I mean, compared like he's not the best stun because of Roger, but I still think he's a meta support. Like he's towards the end, like probably above Tatsumaki, but he stuns and like what other unit is good that stuns other than Roger, you know? Like
yeah.
I think he's still meta. His big issue is his cooldown. It's like 10 seconds, which is ridiculous. And I think people are tired of doing JoJo raids, so I don't think anybody wants to evo him. But I think he's still meta. He's definitely not used as much, but he's still meta. Archer, meta hybrid, I think. Um, I'd probably put Archer there, honestly. I don't know if you agree, but
What is it?
Archer
Uh,
above,
yeah.
yeah,
Above Metal Knight, maybe not,
yeah,
but at the same time, I kind of feel he is.
yeah. I feel like just if you're talking hybrids in general, but Metal Knight is a hill, so like
Yeah,
he hits airs right away. I think that might put Archer behind him just because he doesn't. But Archer
I
is
agree.
extremely good. I really like using him. Saber
He's got good
is
range.
meta ground,
Meta ground by
probably
far.
above Shigaraki, honestly.
I think that's valid.
Does a lot of damage, and Shigaraki's not necessarily been replaced, but there's another unit you can use now.
Just better
Bell,
options.
Bell's honestly just a
Bell,
decent ground.
he's decent ground. He's kind of on
Yeah,
the low side.
yeah, I agree. Gilgamesh is top
Gilgamesh,
10.
definitely.
I mean, I'd probably put him there. Maybe above Ainz. Oh, no, I'd probably still put Ainz above, but he's very close.
He's really good. Medea, um, Meta Hybrid,
Probably,
probably
you'd probably put
right
below
there, I'd
Archer.
say.
Yeah,
I
she's a
think we
five
might have to
placement, but
drop Luffy out of it, out of meta.
I think that's fine. Yeah, you
Yeah, I
just
think
don't,
that's fine.
especially with Archer, same typings and everything.
Yeah,
You're bringing Archer. You're not bringing Luffy. Trade piece.
Ambietta, unviable.
Illy,
She's probably,
I think she's about
yeah,
there.
I'd say
She
right
does
there.
more damage than almost anyone in this list, but her
And
cooldown's
she's
really
fourth
high.
place.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, but I'd still leave her there. I think I'd just think the
Yeah, I think
cooldown and
she's
stuff.
fine there.
Yeah. Lancer, very good tournament unit. I'd say meta ground. I'd say right above Illy. He
I think
does
that's
like
fine.
275k, but he's a
Any
crit unit.
crits?
Yeah, it's just very good. Asushi, good bleed.
Uh, yeah, he's good bleed.
He's just ground, isn't he?
Mm, I think he is. I'd put him above Endeavor. I'd put him above, probably right above Heathcliff.
That's fair, honestly. Iku, I don't. This is
I
Iku,
think
right?
she's just Izu. I think
Izu.
she's just good round, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know where to put
I
her.
don't think she's that good. Probably around Abdal.
Rooting for my boy Abdul. She's going below. This dude is a cool
Aki,
shiny, but is he that
I
good?
haven't used him. I don't
I
really know.
have him, but have I used him? No.
I think we just put him like high good ground for now.
Yeah, just put him with his other friend. Kimimaru, leaderboard unit.
Unviable.
Chuyo's
Yeah,
meta
meta
hybrid.
hybrid. I'd
I'd
put
probably
him
say right
above
there.
Haribo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
He's
unit.
really good. He's multi-hit like all the way through.
Does I think it's just meta
Probably top
support.
10. He
I
could
don't.
be top 10. He could be meta
Yeah,
support.
I think
It's
we'll
kind
leave
of
him
hard
there
to
and
make
we'll go
out.
back and change the top
Yeah.
10. But he's definitely meta support. I just think his range kind of hurts him. Caesar is just a leaderboard. Oh, there's two Caesars. Oops.
And Boxo.
Yeah.
Trash.
Hinami, I think, is meta hybrid. I don't know. Hinami's pretty cheap to start off with. She
Yeah.
does a lot of damage. Oh, I want to put her above Fuji. I was kind of biased because I have her shiny, but she's at least somewhere either behind Chuyo or above Fuji.
I would put her above Chuyo, I think.
She is really, really good, and she's free, so get her. All the
Yeah.
free units are really good, except, I mean, gas is good, but you don't want
He's
gas.
kind of situational.
You don't want gas. Sid,
Probably top
I
10.
think top 10. I'd probably put him below Guts, just because
Yeah.
he can't really get buffed, but he does an insane amount of damage. His cooldown is short and his range is huge. I mean, very good unit. And
I'm gonna have to
he's
go
free.
though.
All right,
I gotta go to
well,
work.
I could finish these. pretty
Yeah.
quickly. So,
All right.
all right,
See ya.
I'll see you. Well, finishing on my own gas is just meta ground. I'd probably put him there. He's still good. Actually, I'd probably put him above Meliodas. He does 120k base, and his poison does 3 times, so in total he does 480k. It's just slow cooldown, and just, I don't know. Poison's not a very good effect. Alucard is probably top 10, but he's really hard to get. Probably put him above Kira. He could probably be higher. The problem is you don't know the situations of Alucard because nobody has Alucard. So I just don't know. He's probably good in everything, though. Hidan is also, honestly, he's going to be top 10, honestly. I think. His ability is overpowered. Pain, you could put him meta hybrid, but I feel like he's just a support. Like, I'd put him there in meta hybrid. In support, I'd probably put him there. His pushback, actually. Now let's just put him in meta hybrid because he does a ton of damage. Yeah, he is a support, but I meant to put him there. But he's also kind of hard to get. Sasuke is a top 10 unit, which I realize we might have 10 people. Sasuke is probably gonna go there. His burn is ridiculous. Naruto, despite being single hit, is still meta ground. Does a lot of damage. I'd probably put behind Kirito. Still really good, just not top 10. Jiraiya is, I would say, is the free, not free, but is the obtainable Amelia. So, honestly, Koichi's probably better, but Jiraiya starts off with line and ends up cone, does a lot of damage, is really good, and you can bring him into tournaments and be easier, and you don't have to upgrade him. So I think I'll put him above Koichi. I feel like he has more situations where he's useful. In general, Koichi's probably better, but yeah. Let's wrap things up here with Konan, who is a meta hybrid. She's very, actually, she's 4 placement. She does a lot. I'd probably put her right above Hinami, honestly. Her and, actually, I'll put Hinami above. Hinami does more damage, and they're very, very similar. Both very good units. They're about the same, honestly. This is Chico, the Battle Pass unit. She is decent. I'd probably put her right there. She's a good unit for new players. Boxo is just a trade piece. Let me make sure we have 10 in the top 10. Oh, we have 11. So, one's got to go. Wow. I think Hidan has to go, but some people think Hidan's better than Stain. I don't, just because I like Stain's stun. But if you don't really care for the stun, then Hidan would be better. Yeah, just simple as that. Obviously, Law and Usopp are top 10, but they're more must-have units. Like, you have to have them. So yeah, that's it for the tier list. Let me know what you think. If you want tier list on anything else, if you want any other content on anime adventures, if you want trading tutorial, I'll teach you guys how to trade. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe.